by Michael Kaskey-Blomain 3h ago 4 minutes read there was no shortage of NBA action on Sunday as 9 games populated the league's schedule. To start the day, the Cavaliers beat the Bulls in a game that both teams probably would have preferred to lose, while the Clippers secured a nice victory over the Kings. Then, we got to the day's marquee game, as Paul George led the Thunder past Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks with some clutch buckets down the stretch. Later on, James Harden extended his 30-point streak to 23 games by dropping 40 on the Magic, while Luka Doncic made triple-double history and the Mavericks lost to the Raptors. Also, the LeBron James-less Lakers finally got back in the win column with a victory over the Suns. James has been sidelined since Christmas Day because of a groin injury that he suffered against the Golden State Warriors, and the Lakers have slipped down to 9th in the West playoff picture during that time. NBA schedule for Sunday, Jan. 27 * all times Eastern. Beasley denies Booker at the rim. Devin Booker has a knack for scoring in a variety of ways. Booker attempted to drive to the basket, but Michael Beasley wasn't having it as he emphatically blocked Booker at the rim. NBA, at NBA, January 28, 2019. George Stars and Thunder's win over Bucks. Paul George continued his strong season on Sunday evening with another impressive performance in the Thunder's big win over the visiting Bucks. George went for 36 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists and 3 steals, but more importantly, he came up big in the clutch. After the Bucks worked their way back into the game, George threw down a huge dunk, then drained a 3 to seal the win for the Thunder. Doncic gets career high, makes triple-double history just a few days after recording the first triple-double of his career. Luka Doncic got another one on Sunday evening. Plus, he put up a new career high in the process. Finished with 35 points, 12 rebounds and 10 assists to become the first teenager in NBA history to record multiple triple-doubles. He also became the first teenager with a 30-point triple-double. Once again, however, the Mavericks were unable to secure the victory. Harden drops 40 on the Magic to extend scoring streak. Chris Paul was back in action for the Rockets, but once again it was all James Harden. The reigning MVP extended his 30-point streak to 23 games, finishing with 40 points, 11 rebounds and 6 assists in the Rockets' narrow victory over the Magic. This is the 8th time this month Harden has scored at least 40 points, and the 18th time this season. Aldridge has big night in Spurs win. Spurs picked up a high-scoring victory over the Wizards on Sunday, and LaMarcus Aldridge was the main reason why. With DeMar DeRozan out, Aldridge stepped up in a big way, going for 30 points, 9 rebounds and 6 assists. Doncic tosses it up top to Smith. Dennis Smith is back in the Mavericks lineup, and they'll be glad to have him back if he keeps making plays like this. Early on against the Raptors, he climbed the ladder to finish an alley-oop from Luka Doncic. MSG crowd gives Carmelo an ovation. The Rockets were playing the Magic on Sunday night, but even though Carmelo Anthony is technically still on the roster, he was at a different game. Melo was back at Madison Square Garden for Knicks vs. Heat to see his good buddy Dwayne Wade, and got a nice reception from the Knicks crowd. Adams hits the Eurostep. The Eurostep is becoming so popular around the league that even lumbering big men like Steven Adams are breaking it out now. Harrell slams it with authority. X2 Montrezl Harrell has made a name for himself with the Clippers this season, and plays like this are a big reason why. Rolling to the rim, he finished with authority. Later in the game, he did the same out in transition. LaVine beats the buzzer in style. Zach LaVine ended the first quarter of the Bulls matchup with the Cavaliers in style. First, he used a nasty crossover to get past his defender, then finished at the rim to beat the buzzer. Williams throws in crazy shot, but it doesn't count. Lou Williams is an expert shot maker, as he proved in the second quarter against the Kings. He got fouled while driving down the sideline, and after the whistle flung up a wild shot. It didn't count, but it was still pretty cool. Noel finishes an alley-oop in transition in style. Nerlens Noel has been a great addition to the Thunder's front court rotation this season, and he continued his strong play on Sunday with this impressive finish against the Bucks.